Hi guys, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Welcome back to another episode of Sew with Joy. This is Joy, your host, and I am coming to you with another discussion, so to speak. Yesterday I asked a question about what are some of the topics you would like to see. I gave choices of 2 and the audience voted to have hair care tips. So today I am going to be sewing a bonnet and helping you with providing some tips that have helped me through my hair care journey. Now I should say I have been natural for approximately since 2013. So the hair on my head has been growing since February 2013. I did not actually cut it until 2014. So that just to give you a little bit of an idea of where I am. My hair naturally, when straightened, is down to the middle of my back. And I only, at this point, I only straighten my hair once a year. Although last year I went without straightening it at all because for health reasons we couldn't go to a hair salon. So it was pretty much just me at home, and I didn't want to try to do it. I did straighten my daughter's hair, which if you would like, you can see a picture of it. It's, you know, I store it up on our on our site, so it's one of the threads at the top there, or one of the buttons at the top there for hair care tips. But in any case, so today I'm going to talk about some of the hair care tips that have worked for us. The first one that has really worked is detangling your hair first. So as most naturals, and this applies to, the tips I'm giving you applies to both naturals and relaxed hair. Now, most naturals do not have curly or coily hair or curly hair. And as such, it might take a little bit more time to get through the curls. And we're prone to developing fairy knots. So as a result, it's always better before you even start doing anything with your hair to always detangle it. Now, I can't even overemphasize this. This is something you can do while you're watching TV when you've taken out your hair. Don't feel like it's something that has to be formalized. You just do it and you keep that going. The next thing I would recommend is choosing the right shampoo. Now, there are so many different options for shampoos out there, but what has really worked for me in the last 6 years is that I alternate between a cleansing shampoo and a moisturizing shampoo. Now, let me explain how I use it. So basically, what I do is, if I'm using a cleansing shampoo, I am not doing anything else that would strip my hair. So when I use a cleansing shampoo, it's more because I have a lot of buildup. Maybe I haven't washed my hair in a while, so I need a little more cleansing. And when I do that, I don't use any other harsh hair treatments. So I wouldn't be doing a deep protein treatment or any of those kinds of things. That's just for me. If you what I've learned is you have to find what really works for you. But for me, it's best if I do that. When I use the cleansing shampoo, I also don't do a mask on my hair. Again, just because I don't want to strip it too much. I have very fine hair, and I want to make sure that I get to retain it into my old age, right? And so that's what I do when I do cleansing. Now, if I am trying to keep my hair to do a moisturizing treatment, which I do approximately once every 2 weeks, or every 2 washes rather, I usually would use a moisturizing shampoo, which adds moisture back. And the thing about that is that it also helps. It's not as strong, so it's less intense on your hair strands, especially if you have fragile strands. Okay, so that's what I do with my shampoo routine. The next thing is deep conditioner. Now, I know a lot of people say condition your hair or use a deep conditioner every wash. I am not. I don't recommend that just because I feel like you have to figure out what your hair needs. So for me, I do a deep conditioning treatment when I feel like my hair needs it. If my hair is lacking moisture, I will do that. And also, we have a deep conditioning bonnet, which is just great. You don't have to actually spend a lot of time doing a deep conditioner if you're using one of our deep conditioning bonnets. You just heat it up and you can go about your day at home and don't wear it out at home and get your stuff done. But in any case, I do that about once every other wash. Because again, if you go through our blogs, you'll see that I am what you consider a lazy natural. I don't like to spend a lot of time just taking care of my hair, but I still want my hair to look beautiful, and that's where some of these tips have come from. This is what has worked for me. So a deep conditioning treatment, again, we have a deep conditioning bonnet that you can find on our website at www.praisitbonnet.com. The the next thing is massage, a scalp massage. Oh my gosh. Like, not only does it feel good, it helps your hair and your head in general. It gets the blood flowing, and it's just really great. And when you're massaging your scalp, you have to be careful, especially for those people with longer nails. You don't want a situation where you're actually, causing tears in your scalp. So for example, I don't have excessively long nails right now, but my nails are above the nail beds. So when I'm massaging my scalp, and because I'm working on a bonnet, I'm not going to do this, but I put it directly on my scalp. So these are the areas you put on your scalp, not this, okay? And you just massage it all the way through. Do it about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. It feels great. It gets your hair, the blood in your hair, scalp flowing, and it's just, it's a great way to get your hair also, help get your hair growing. But the other good thing is when you finish doing that, oh my gosh, you will feel great. You feel a little bit of a tingle, especially if you use oil, a hair oil. I'm not going to give any recommendations for hair oils right now. I believe there are lots of sites out there that sell them. So if you find the one that works for you, you can use it when you're doing your massage. Be careful though not to clog your scalp, because your pores in your scalp. Yes, your scalp has pores, because you do not want to create a bigger problem for yourself. Okay. So now just a recap, we detangle our hair with shampoo, alternating between a cleansing and a moisturizing shampoo, doing a deep conditioning treatment every 2 washes, scalp treatment, and last but not the least is doing your, sleeping, so moisture retention. When you go to bed, you have to, regardless of whether you're natural or you're relaxed, which, honestly, I don't know why people use the word natural versus relaxed, because it's still your natural hair, right? So, but I understand that it's more because it's not chemically treated, so that's why people use that term. But anyways, regardless of the way your hair is being treated, you have to make sure that you keep your hair, you want to retain moisture. Now, what happens is if you go to bed and you're not wearing a satin lined bonnet or silky bonnet or using a silk or satin pillowcase, your hair gets dry. The reason for that is because, so let me use an example here. I have some strips of cloth that I use for different projects. But if you have your hair against something like this, which is just a regular strip, and you have your hair rubbing up against it, eventually, because our hair has can develop fairy knots and your hair strands can go through some of these holes here, it starts to get entangled, which is not good for your hair. When your hair gets tangled, it breaks off faster. In addition to that, you don't want to undo all the great things you've done, to take care of your hair during the week. So you want to retain the moisture and all the things that have made your hair, look great and luxurious during the week. So you want to always use either a satin or a silk bonnet. That usually helps with your hair retention. So with that said, I would love to hear what are some of the tips that have really helped you. These are just the tips that have helped me. Just to do a quick recap, detangle your hair first, choose the right type of shampoo, between cleansing and moisturizing shampoo. Deep condition your hair every 2 washes at the very least. You always massage your scalp and sleep in a satin-lined bonnet or a satin pillow, silk or satin pillow. Either one would do. Satin's usually the preferred choice because it's better on your hair and your skin. But those are the options we have. Anyways, so yes, thank you for joining us. Just wanted to show you what I've been doing since this episode. It's always called Sew with Joy. This is what I do when I give you tips or I talk to you about the different things. Again, this year, my goal is to really connect with all of you, our customers and our viewers. So thank you so much for joining us. This is our lunar shower bonnet, our lunar shower bonnet. As you can see here, it is very, very colorful. All of our bonnets are colorful. I've received some questions where people are like, oh, do you have plain bonnets or plain shower bonnets? I truly feel that our niche is the colorful shower bonnets. I know that you can find the plain ones wherever you go at hair care and beauty supply stores. So this is where we're really focused on bringing a little more fun and culture and different things to your hair care routine. So that is why we don't currently carry any plain pattern shower bonnets. Anyways, this is our jumbo bonnet. It's really big, as you can see. It's huge, but it's great for people who have braids and people who have very long hair. It ensures that your entire head is covered and you don't have to spend time trying to put on 2 or 3 different shower caps. The other great thing is it's eco-friendly. So again, this is reusable. You use it over and over again and don't have to replace it. The current shower cap I have, I kid you not, I have had it for over 3 years and it's still going strong. Have not had to replace anything on it. So that's great. Also, these are shower caps that you can always, we don't necessarily say you should put it in the washing machine, but if you did, it will not destroy it. We primarily say spot clean, which is much easier, or you can hand wash and it still is usable right after. Okay, so well, thank you again for joining us. This was another episode of Sew with Joy, coming to you with hair care tips. Until next time, remember to embrace culture with style and have fun while you're at it. Thank you again. Have a nice day.